My friends, welcome. Welcome to a very special video. Welcome to the new set! Hello! Hi! Yes, it's very similar to the old set, but it's different. It's new. I was like, I'm so sick of that bathroom door. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to see into my bathroom door when I'm filming. But anyways, that's not important. Something very important just happened. And if you know how to read titles, I'm not gonna pretend that you don't know what I'm talking about. Haminations dropped a new video! Yes, he did. And so I gotta get here and watch it. And I know what you're thinking.
Robert, one day ago, what happened?
I was sick. I unfortunately had a bad illness day and I wasn't able to film, so I waited until I felt a bit better, which is now. And so now, I'm super stoked to watch this. My bully brother! I believe this one is about Brayden. Brayden is actually the brother that I got to know the best. So I'm very interested to watch this video because I know Brayden pretty well. When I was at VidCon and I met Bryson and his family, Brayden is actually the one that I hung out with for the longest. And so I got to know him pretty well for knowing someone for an hour. So I am very interested to watch this video and see how my perceptions of Bryson's brother Brayden match the stories. Are you ready, people? I am so ready! Like, legit, I'm so ready. I'm very excited to film this. Strap in, people. You know what time it is. RobertIDK Haminations. 3, 2, 1, go. Haminations.
Stick around to the end of the video for a huge announcement. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
Yes.
Hey, my brother has been bullying me a ton lately, but I've been studying his tactics and I know how to get him back. I've set up a bucket above his door so that when he walks through, he'll get soaked. Oh, here it comes. Shh.
Is it gonna be gasoline like in SpongeBob?
What?
You dare use my own spells against me.
Hi, I'm Bryson.
I'm glad it wasn't gasoline like in SpongeBob. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of the scene that got banned on SpongeBob. When the Krusty Krab security measure is a bucket of water, Squidward tips it, he's like, ha, just water. And then turns out it's not that. Gas. Basically, I'm glad everyone is still alive 30 seconds into this video.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and this is my older brother, Brayden. We're best friends now, but our relationship wasn't always like that. Brayden was a total bully, and I was the innocent victim for our whole lives.
That's not-
Shut up. Anyway,
You don't get to tell me to shut up.
back off, it's my
I
channel.
don't care. I'm boss. I'm bigger.
I have more money. You better lawyer up. Anyway, today I wanted to regale you with some of the fantastical stories of our sibling rivalry and how that blossomed into a beautiful friendship. Let's start at the beginning. Brayden had a huge problem with me minding my own business. I would just be chilling in my room playing with Legos and he would come in and knock them down. It's kind of like a beaver when it sees water. They both think, well, someone's got to put a stop to this. One time we were wrestling and we had stuffed pillows under our shirts for protection. Brayden saw this and thought,
Oh, he's got a pillow under his shirt. He's immune to all attacks. So it doesn't matter how hard I hit him.
Oh no. Okay, so that is Brayden doing the voice acting. That's fun. Man, just going into your brother's room and destroying the Legos? Parents, how do you allow this? How can you allow this? Was there no consequences? Listen, I wasn't just allowed to do whatever I wanted as a kid, but if my brother came in and just destroyed my stuff, he would get in trouble. Apparently not a thing in the Haminations household, but I guess they turned out okay.
Then he kicked me into a stool. It dug into my unprotected back and knocked the wind out of me.
Oh!
Okay, stop being so dramatic.
They didn't
You're
wear
fine.
it. They didn't wear it on the back.
Look, I'm thinking there's no reason we can't keep this little incident between us.
Oh,
Don't tell Mom, or I'll wring your neck. Okay, all good. See you later.
Don't tell Mom, or that you know how that pointy end of the stool hit your back? It's gonna hit your front. So don't tell Mom. A message from the government of Brayden.
Brayden himself has told me that he didn't discover empathy until one day when he threw a pine cone at Brody's back and made him bleed.
Oh my gosh. Rare achievement.
Anyway,
He didn't apply empathy until several years later, though. Even now, his empathy is selective. Brayden loves pushing buttons. Growing up with him was a masterclass in making other people mad. And bothering me was easy. I just wanted peace, and Brayden knew exactly how to shatter that peace. For example, for several nights in a row, I would be in bed, Brayden would come in and say,
You've had it far too good for far too long.
Oh,
and then beat me up.
What? That's where you learned it! That's where he learned it.
I would say, why? And he would say,
No reason. Unprovoked.
Oh, good. That's a good brother. That's very good. Yeah, I guess now is a good time as ever to just put a disclaimer, just in case there's any crazy people watching who haven't figured it out. If you're an older brother, don't beat up your younger brother or sister or whatever. In fact, don't beat up your siblings. In fact, don't beat up anybody, actually. Yeah, I guess that's the moral. Don't beat people up. Just because we laugh at Bryson getting beat up does not mean we are saying that that's cool. Just confirming here. Okay, cool.
No reason. Unprovoked. Anyways, see you same time tomorrow night.
One
Yay.
time, we were on a family cruise, and Mom wanted us all to take a picture together. At this point, Brayden's button-pushing and bothersome tendencies had infected all of us. It was like a virus. Brayden would bother me, and to blow off steam, I would bother Brenner. What a healthy brother dynamic. Hurt people, what can I say? Am I right? And further, Brayden was an expert at making it seem like it was my fault and playing innocent. So there we were, getting ready to take a picture, and Brody and Brayden decide this would be the perfect time to start grabbing my butt. Obviously, I get angry and start pushing and trying to get them to stop as they laugh at me.
Bryson, why are you randomly yelling at your brothers? Clearly no way they could have done anything to cause this. Wow, they must be really good if your mom can't even tell that they're the ones at fault. Because moms, they see it all. They knew Brody and Brayden before you were even alive. So if they can fool her into thinking it's your fault, they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Mom hears the ruckus and, of course, assumes I'm just causing problems for no reason and says, Bryson, stop! So I tried to just deal with it and smile for the picture as my brothers laughed at me. Here is a recreation of that picture. I lost on all accounts. I look super ugly because I'm trying not to
Where's the
swear
picture?
because my butt is being grabbed. Mom
Where
was
is
mad
it?
at me, and Brody and Brayden look great. They were experiencing the pure joy of a devious master plan coming together. They knew I had no options, so their smiles are genuine. Neither of them had ever, nor ever would again, smile that brightly for any family photos. However, me and Brayden did have a team up on that same trip. I was in the shower, and Brenner kept turning off the light to bug me. I kept warning him that I would spit water on him if he kept turning off the light.
Whoa, 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 hold up, hold up, hold up. You ain't telling me right now we're looking at a bathroom light switch outside of the bathroom. What? That's not what you're telling me right now. I think I've seen this like once before. Is this not the most insane thing of all time? Why on earth would the bathroom light switch be on the outside? Is it because of steam? I mean, I feel like we figured that issue out by now. Why on earth, of all the rooms to have the lights get turned out on you, yeah, let it be the one where you're on hard ceramic and tile, naked, wet, slippery, can't see, and there's a bunch of sharp objects on the counter. Oh, and there's a counter. Yeah, let's make that the room where we put the light switch on the outside. Very good job, architects. A+. A+ for, are you serious?
I kept warning him that I would spit water on him if he kept turning off the light,
Spit him.
but that only strengthened his resolve to bother me. He would turn it off and then run away down the hall over and over. Eventually, I asked Brayden to help me administer justice to Brenner, and he agreed.
Oh, let's
Brayden
go.
hid behind the door, Brenner came back and turned off the light, but before he could escape, Brayden grabbed him.
Do it now!
As I filled up my mouth with water to
get
spray
him!
Brenner, I
Let's
started
go!
laughing about how funny it was gonna be when I sprayed him. But the laughter caused me to accidentally inhale the water.
Oh,
it all went in my lungs, and I
no.
started coughing violently.
Oh,
And something about that made my stomach go, oh yeah, he's coughing. Let's just do a full reset. Send those stomach contents back from us that came, please. Beep. And I threw up in the shower as my brothers watched. I should have just thrown up on Brenner. He would have never bothered me again.
That is okay. F's in the chat. Oh my goodness. Bryson, you poor lad. Now I understand him calling himself the victim at the beginning. That's tragic. That is the most tragic thing of this video. Oh no. Brenner deserved it. I don't know about the throwing up, but he deserved that water spit. After what he was doing, he deserves that. This literally could not have gone worse. Guys, in the words of 2021 Robert IDK, this is the one thing we didn't want to happen.
Should have just thrown up on Brenner. He would have never bothered me again. But alas. Here's another example of Brayden's shenanigans infecting his fellow men. We were in high school at this point, and Brayden had taken a liking to flipping me off.
What?
However, eventually it just became an inside joke to us, and I would flip him off back. So we would do this all the time to each other as confused bystanders watched. It basically became our way of greeting each other. But one day, this harmless prank went quite wrong. We were getting food at a restaurant. I paid, and the lady gave me my receipt, and I went to give her a thumbs up. But the habit was so deeply ingrained in me that I accidentally flipped her off. Luckily, her head was turned, and as she turned back in the nick of time, I switched my hands to a thumbs up. That was the real-life equivalent of using the wrong emote. I told Brayden...
That's amazing. That's so funny. I don't think I've ever accidentally done that. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't keep it a reflex like that. Isn't that such a weird thing? I mean, I'm not here to get into the semantics of the finger, but isn't it weird how just like, we can just do this one simple thing with our hand and just the whole situation becomes very awkward. You know? We could all just decide one day to not be bothered by that and just like never worry about it again. But then I guess if you get rid of that one, then you're gonna get rid of this one. You're gonna get rid of, you know, all of them.
I told Brayden about it, and we laughed and flipped each other off.
Yay.
Honestly, there aren't a ton of crazy stories of Brayden bullying me. It was more of an evenly spread, slow burn that chipped away at my sanity for years. For example, hitting me unprovoked to keep me on my toes, stealing my stuff and hiding it, kicking me off the Xbox, giving me a disconnected controller to make me think I was playing a video game with him, pushing me too hard on the rope swing so I would hit a tree, splashing me in pools, and throwing the hot potato at me way too hard, etc. That kind of stuff takes a toll when you're small. It was a vicious cycle of him purposefully aggravating me too much and me being too sensitive. And there's no rhyme or reason to his crimes either. It usually plays out like this. What a brute. No matter. I know his tactics. He's trying to get a reaction out of me.
Yes.
Well, he's out of luck. I've gained total mastery over my emotions.
The music is so good.
I've got to find a way to get him back for this. Later tonight, I'll set a trap for him in his room. When he walks in, I'll be hiding in the closet with a water gun to soak him. And then I'll frame Brayden for it. It will be the perfect crime. Laugh while you can, Brayden, because tonight, your reign comes to an end.
Light Yagami! End him! Yo, never did I ever think I would get a Death Note reference in a Haminations video. Oh, okay, real quick. If you ain't catch that, this is a Death Note reference. That is my favorite anime of all time. That is top 3. Okay, but behind SpongeBob and Breaking Bad, SpongeBob seasons 1 and 3, everything else is horrible. Death Note is my 3rd favorite show of all time. So if you ever hear me, in fact, I keep forgetting to use Death Note music in my videos. Like this song. This song, I really want to start using in videos more. So maybe if I say it in this video, we'll start using it more.
Because tonight, your reign comes to an end.
Prank him, John.
No!
All this being said, I gotta throw in at least one good story about Brayden because he truthfully is a great brother and I love him very much. The year was 2017, and I was about to turn 16. The Nintendo Switch was releasing the next day, and I asked my parents if I could wake up early, wait in line at the store, and buy the Switch with their money for my birthday, since it would probably be out of stock everywhere by the time my birthday really did arrive. They said no, and I went to bed disappointed. Then at 5 a.m., Brayden woke me up and told me that Mom and Dad only told me no to make it a surprise, and that we were going to the store to buy it now. It was a great brother experience, and I'll always have fond memories of waiting in line with Brayden and playing Zelda.
Oh, I was so scared there. I forgot that this wasn't like a bad story. I thought Brayden was gonna prank Bryson into thinking they were gonna go, but they really weren't gonna go. Man, that actually does sound like such a good birthday. I will say that is an experience I never got to have as a kid. I never got like a console when it was like brand new. I always had to wait like a year or two. Now, as an adult, I get it right away. But it's honestly not as magical as if it could have happened as a child. So honestly, when I have a kid, I ain't making them wait. Well, because also I care about these things. I want them when they come out.
And here I am 6 years later playing the new Zelda on that same release day.
Let's go!
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That That being said, sometimes Brayden does half nice, half mean things.
Hey, leave him alone, punks. That's my job.
Yeah.
Now, I don't claim to be the innocent victim in all these circumstances.
You don't claim to be the innocent victim in all these circumstances, Bryson? Is that correct? Do you think we have amnesia by any chance, Bryson? Do you by any chance think that we, the viewers, have amnesia and don't remember what you said 5 minutes ago? Roll the clip.
Brayden was a total bully, and I was the innocent victim for our whole lives.
Yeah, okay, buddy. You're not claiming anything.
Now, I don't claim to be the innocent victim in all these circumstances. I push Brayden's buttons too. As my mom taught us, it takes two for contention, and I will not be one. But with me and Brayden, I would change it to, it takes two for contention, and we will both be one.
Yay!
On that note, Brayden avidly claims that I once threw a full can of Sprite at his head. I don't remember this at all, but admittedly, it's not fully out of character for me. And one time, we were on a tandem kayak together, and I was purposefully rowing out of sync with him. So
No,
that our paddles would
Bryson,
clank
why?
together.
Right, left, right,
Oh,
left.
no.
Do it right.
I'm trying. Sometimes I forget my lefts and rights.
Just follow my lead. Left, right, left,
Oh, my.
right. You're doing it wrong on purpose.
On purpose!
What are you gonna do about it?
Push
Tip
him into the
me?
water.
We're
Push
on
him into
same
the water.
boat, idiot.
That was intense. If I can't destroy you on my own, I will destroy us both. That's the mindset in Brayden's brain. I am loving the themes here. A whole Phoenix Wright segment? Are you kidding me? You know what I gotta say? A good Phoenix Wright reference, I would never have it.
Objection!
Subscribe to the RobertIDK channel for more incredible jokes like this. If you're watching this video right now and you're not currently subscribed, you should definitely hit that subscribe button. Robert would really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't hit like on this video, now would be a really good time to do it. I'm gonna talk for 5 more seconds so that you have time. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Thank you if you did that, and back to the video.
But I also do nice things for him, like finding him a wife. Let me explain.
What?
One time, a bunch of families and friends in my neighborhood went on a big old camping/hiking trip. And I was eating lunch with our family friend, Kira. As we chatted and ate, I said to her, "You should date Brayden."
I don't think Brayden's really my type.
Oh,
And I thought to
no.
myself, sure he isn't, honey. And 5 years later, I was the best man at their wedding.
Let's go!
Called it. Brayden owes his marriage to me. As such, I will be naming the firstborn child.
No.
The baby's name will be Bryson 2. The sequel.
Not happening.
It's happening, guys.
Dude, Bryson 2? You would have had better luck with Hamsley. You would have had better luck with Hamsley than Bryson 2. You got a little too confident there, Bryson. But that's amazing. Honestly, like, this is, okay, to anyone probably under like 18 watching, you probably won't appreciate this the way that I am right now. But to any adults watching, like, if a person like introduces you to the person who ends up becoming like your partner for life, is there like any person that you owe more gratitude to in the world? Like, that person changed your life like more than any other person could have changed your life. If you like wouldn't have met this person, but then this person introduces you, like, that's crazy. Isn't that crazy? That's something that I think about, I guess, as an adult nearing marriage age, potentially. Sorry guys, more of an abstract observation here, not a silly reaction.
Not happening. It's happening, guys. Here's another family love story. Brody brought home a girl named Jen to meet the family, so we
I see
decided
where
to
this is
all play a
going.
board game together. It was a secret role game. We will call it Secret Bad Guy.
Whoa.
Anyway, in the board game, the good guys are trying to figure out who the bad guys are and stop them to win. We got our secret roles, and I was the bad guy. I had to keep my identity secret and convince everyone that I was a good guy. The game
Okay.
went on, and it got to the point where if I was elected as chancellor, me and the bad guys would win. I had been
Ooh.
purposefully playing in a way that had Brayden totally convinced that I was innocent. Mom was skeptical, but Brayden advocated for me and elected me as chancellor because I had earned his trust.
All right, Bryson, time for your revenge. Well, probably not that kind of revenge.
The vote passed.
If Bryson is the bad guy, then we lose. Bryson, you're not the bad guy, right?
Brayden was so angry that I had deceived him that he literally grabbed me,
What?
threw me on the table, and
Yes,
strangled me as I
No!
left.
Brayden, no!
All while Jen watched in horror. What a great introduction to the family. Somehow she ignored that red flag and married Brody anyway.
Brayden, it's only a game. Why you have to be mad? It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Why you have to be mad?
All while Jen watched in horror. What a great introduction to the family. Somehow she ignored that red flag and married Brody anyway. The warnings
Yay.
were there. She signed up for this, so that's on her. And I'm not married. Speaking of board games, I only remember playing Monopoly once. All I remember is someone getting angry, grabbing the metal airplane piece, and throwing it like a ninja star out of anger.
Yikes.
It missed and stuck into the wall. Good thing, too, it could have stabbed someone's eye out.
Yeah.
I don't remember who threw it, but I know in my heart that it was Brayden. Anyway, as me and Brayden grew, we became best friends. Siblings are crazy like that. You spend your whole life fighting each other, and then one day you're both like,
He was my best friend all along.
Yeah, that is literally pet rats, by the way. I talked about this in the YouTuber Pets video, but if you get a pack animal, for example, rats or mice, when they are like in their teenage years, so from like months like 4 to like 10, they will like battle each other. Like not like really horribly or like really hurt each other, but they'll like play fight constantly to establish who's top dog. And then once they get through that phase, they never do it again. It's crazy. They battle and bicker. Like they love each other most of the time, but like during that age, yeah, they just do that. And then, yeah, it's like, yeah, we were always best friends and there was never any issues. Okay, guys, for sure. I saw y'all at 4 months, bro.
you spend your whole life fighting each other, and then one day you're both like,
He was my best friend all along.
Brayden has blossomed into a great man, and I love him like a brother. Wait. Anyways, despite Brayden trying to kill me over a board game, we still love them and we play them together all the time with the family. So much so that Brayden came to me one night saying that we should make a card game. That's way easier said than done, and I'm just not so sure that. And then the next morning, he sends a big document filled with all his ideas for the game. Honestly, I was not expecting to like it, but after he pitched it, I realized he had the seed of something great, and I was sold. We spent the next several months writing the rules, play testing, brainstorming, balancing, creating prototypes, and spending late nights together drawing out our ideas on paper cards. It's been super hard and has taken several months to get to this point, but also super rewarding. And so, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Hoard The Hams, a Haminations card game where you hoard the most hams, steal hams from others, and protect what you've got. This has been a labor of love from me, Brayden, and the whole family. But we love the process so much that we're making our own family board game company. We already have 2 more board game ideas we've been playtesting, with 2 more promising ideas coming down the pipeline. So, if you want to support our family business while having a blast with your own family, please visit the Kickstarter to support and play Hoard The Hams today. This is a game that I genuinely believe in. We truly poured our hearts and souls into this, and we involved the whole family. It is our sincere hope that it will be a blast for you and your family, cause it sure was a blast for me and mine. So please, click the link below to learn more about Hoard The Hams. Supporting the game will help us bring more card games and board games to your family in the future.
Wow. So I knew that they were working on this. I did not know when it was coming out, but that is very, very exciting. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that whole section in the video because, I mean, I know how hard they worked on this game. So like, yeah, let's check it out. Hoard The Hams! All right, guys, I'm doing this. I'm back in it, brothers. Ultimate Collector Bundle. Throw in the extra 480. Here we go. Heck yeah! I hope that helps. So I knew that this game was getting announced with this video, and I already planned that I was going to donate to the Kickstarter. Bryson has done a lot for me on my channel, and Bryson's family was so kind to me when I met them at VidCon. They actually helped me out a lot that day, and they're just great people, and I know how hard they worked on this. So yeah, I am very happy to support the project, and I'm excited to play it. That's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna put the link in this description as well, just in case any of you guys see this and want to support. But I know I gave a really big donation. Please, I hope in no way anyone feels pressured or anything. You know, you do what you want to do. Just if you guys are interested, I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
Supporting the game will help us bring more card games and board games to your family in the future. Thanks for watching.
Just a little ham. Don't hoard it, Bryson. Don't hoard the ham. Oh, he's hoarding them.
There you go, little ham. I'll keep you nice and safe. And no one will ever, huh?
Oh no, the hams are getting hoarded!
See ya, chump.
Not so fast. Ha!
Oh, get him.
Ha! Ha! Ha ha!
Do the real monsters come out
You've
when you play?
lost.
I wouldn't count your hams before they hatch.
A trap? No!
Oh no.
And I've still got an ace up my sleeve.
Super Bryson!
Oh!
Wow.
No!
Nice.
Back now on Kickstarter.
All right, that was sick. We just went on such a Hoard the Hams tangent there. But back to the actual video. As usual, super, super fun. I love hearing about Bryson's wacky family stories. And yeah, after meeting Brayden, like this doesn't even remotely surprise me. I'm not at liberty to say, I'm not at liberty to divulge stories, but Brayden was already causing trouble in the very short period of time that I met him. And so, yeah, I completely believe everything Bryson is saying here. I still don't know how they were allowed to just battle and no one got in trouble, even though like one of them was clearly at fault every time. But I'm glad they both turned out okay. And I'm glad that Bryson introduced Brayden to his wife. I love watching Haminations. This is super fun as always. And thank you so much for watching. People, here's the whole playlist of Haminations reactions we have done. If you haven't seen all of these videos, you've got some watching to do, homie. There's a whole bunch more of these you gotta check out. Here is Bryson's channel. Make sure you support him. Again, the Kickstarter link's in the description. And here's a video that YouTube thinks you will like. Are they right? You let me know. Thank you for watching, homies. Peace.